Welcome. Let there be light, and there was light, as in the words of the said God, the God of Genesis. That's the said God in the Adam, in the Garden of Eden. Okay, we are talking about Mother Eve. We are talking about, as I say, the said God. She's the goddess of language. She's the goddess of She's the goddess of communication. She's the goddess who says, let the waters from the waters be divided, and let there be a firmament, and let the earth bring forth fruit after its kind, and let the waters bring forth abundantly all great creatures, that which have life after its kind. We are talking about the goddess who commands things into being. Now, Mother Eve really wants her side of the story to be known and her side of the story to be told. Now, there is not just about it's not just about being told and being known, but it's with purpose that we pay attention to prepare ourselves to moving on from one dimension into another. We are moving from from an end of a cycle, and we are moving into an 8th cycle. We are ending a 7th cycle. Of course, as I say, I'm going to be consulting Mother Eve. Is it a 7,000 year cycle? Is it a 7 dynasty cycle? I haven't done that yet, but we know that from the records that she has left for us in the Bible, where she made her 7 entries as the goddess or the businesswoman. So there was the eight entries, we could say right here, like people would say in the business, 8 dockets or 8 invoices or 8 contracts. I use contracts actually because I prefer, in fact, Mother Eve has been flowing with contracts, because when we associate her with the serpent or the snake, like we have the constrictor, the boa constrictor, the serpent. Actually, I encountered one many years ago, and it was very huge and it looked really beautiful, and I was not fearful. Perhaps it was all about preparing me for this. So we see the word con is a lot in the it's attributed to the snakes. So here we are seeing where these are contracts Mother Eve had given or formed with the gods when she said, let there be. It's like, as we say, it would have been the end of a genocide or the end of some catastrophic event, and then it was Mother Eve. Mother Eve was the one who was saying, well, or gathering those other gods, which were 14 gods. And with the 14 gods, of course, she being the spokesperson, as you could well imagine, in a place where there was some disaster, the mayor or whoever would be responsible would be going into that village or town or city and say, well, who's responsible for that area of the town, and so on. And all the heads of those places would come together, but she has the ultimate authority to say, okay, you go ahead with this and you go ahead with that. And that's how it was. So basically, the main the opening of the main contract of everything else was really tied into that first contract, which would seem like the overall sketch. It was the overall sketch to say, let there be light. So it's like you could imagine people at a table and there is a big map and saying, okay, let there be light. Where are we going to have the hospital? Where are we going to have the school? Where are those people going to be? And that would be the light. Everything would be light in that sense, because then that gave everyone a sense of focus of what next had to be taken place. So that was Mother Eve. Now this presentation, of course, I like to really express Mother Eve, but in this presentation, Mother Eve really wants me to get us preparing for the stories that she is unfolding as we go along. She's unraveling as she uncurls her body to really show her true nature, her true characteristics, and her smoothness and her grace. And she wants us to see those movements. And in those movements, of course, she wants to prepare us, not like we have been scared of snakes. And so when we see them move, we go, ooh. So she wants to prepare us for the movements that is going to occur, and they are going to occur within our lives. So basically, as they occur in our lives, Mother Eve is saying, that is my energy, which is number 20, which is number 2, the master number 11. That is my energy that is working in harmony with you, as it is 11 as well. So you and I are going to work together to making this a better place, or to making you a better person, or to making whatever it is that we are choosing to do. But also remembering that we are at liberty to make the choices that we do. But she's there with us. She's saying, when you work with me, I can help you. I can guide you. I may be going left and right, and you may not really seem to make sense out of this. But if you follow my guidance, and even if it seems like I'll take you down to a hole, I will come up again, just like Christ had died on the cross, which was up, but went down again in a grave and rose up again. So that's what Mother Eve is telling us. Prepare the way now to embrace her. Prepare our minds, our spirit, our thoughts to embrace her. Now, Mother Eve is like, has really told us that for us to do this, if we are asking, well, how can we prepare to really embrace her, or embrace that teaching, or even recognize her? Mother Eve works more intuitively than anything else. It is really intuition. And of course, we work through numerology here on the Crime Queens channel, and that's how we embark on Mother Eve. So basically, she is also saying, in actual fact, do what you love doing most, and I will be there with you in that path. Meaning, intuitively, I will be working with you on that path. So whatever it is that you really love doing, meaning love doing consciously, you need to be conscious of what you are doing. Then here's the word con again, so it's consciously. Perhaps maybe now Mother Eve is telling us to really look at all the con words really closely, because there are two sides to them. It's like someone's like a con man. There are two sides to that event or man or person. So basically, even when something does not seem right, she's giving us the opportunity to look at it on the other side, or the other way, or from head to tail, or from left and right, or from top to bottom, so side to side. So she's giving us that, or more or less she's asking us to permit ourselves to do that. permit ourselves to look at the other side of the coin. Now there's another CON in the coin, and if we look at the word coin, it is icon. So basically in that icon, you are the icon in the making of your world. That's Mother Eve now saying you are the icon. So if something is not really working for you in a certain way, you are responsible to making it work another way. Look at the other side of the coin. The coin. So in actual fact, we are the coins in this stage. Everything that we are in relation with, we are in relation with, meaning it is part of our makeup. So this is where Mother Eve now is saying in this presentation, which I will just wrap up on this stage, of how to prepare to listen to her side of the story. We need to do what we like doing and be conscious of what we are doing. And of course, that would mean why we do what we do. These are questions to ask ourselves so we can be conscious. We can be conscious. The word conscious has in it the con. It has I. It has con. It has is, is. So is the is. I, who is in that con? Who is in the icon? Who is us, the US? So these are words that all in the word conscious itself is presenting a lot of all the questions we need to be addressing ourselves in preparation for Mother Eve to tell us her side of the story. So I hope you have enjoyed this. And in fact, I will do the word conscious and see what numerical value it has. And we, of course, Mother Eve has more instructions for us as well. Do join me again as we explore those points Mother Eve is getting us to prepare to listen to her side of the story, her story. Thank you.